So here you can see that scope of biology. The literary scope, that if you are a scholar in biology, then you can write books, you can write journals, articles, periodicals in different magazines. So this is one scope, literary scope. Then a scope in art and craft, like aquarium, zoological park, national park, preparation of permanent slides, stuffing, preparation of museum, a specimen, rearing pet animals, etc. General scope, you become lecturer and teacher, right, in biology in this subject. You can become a scholar, you can become a lecturer or teacher. Professional scope, definitely doctor. You can, by studying biology, you can become a doctor, and doctors are really, you can say, next to God, and it is quite pious and prestigious career. Vocational scope of biology, that dairy technology and agronomy, you can become a agronomist by studying biology. Other scopes in daily life, for burning questions for human body, right, you can say that different diseases, for population in economically important living beings, for genetically modified organisms in case of curiosity, in terms of pesticide and fertilizers, about pollution in natural resources, place in biosphere, for scientific attitude and scientific methods, for feeding, for clothing, shelter, etc. So there are plenty of scope in biology, and if you study this subject well, then there is no right deficiency and dearth in this subject, and your career will be well placed. Now you can see that careers in biology, as I told you, my topic was nature, scope and careers in biology, that it contains streams like general, professional, vocational, etc., as I discussed earlier. Then you can say this general stream, that continuation in any branch of basic science, like anthropology. Anthropology in fact is a study of human being. Then botany, zoology, microbiology, physiology, fishery, entomology. Yes, anyone can tell me what is entomology? Entomology is the study of insects. Endocrinology, parasitology and psychology. These are the general streams of biology. Then professional streams. If you are going for the professional course in biology, then you can see that joining a professional technical institute for gaining professional knowledge, like medical science, MBBS, BDS, that is Bachelor of Dental Surgery, BSc Nursing, Pathology, Surgery, Diagnostic Techniques, Medicine, Veterinary Science. Again, the BVSc degree is there, Animal Husbandry, Agriculture, Soil Science, Dairy Science, Bioinformatics, Computational Biology, Computer uh, Simulations, Environmental Management, Genetic Engineers. If you are good in biology, you can become a genetic engineer and scientist. Genetic engineering is quite upcoming and highly rewarded career. DNA fingerprinting, biotechnology, biomedical engineering, forestry science, human reproductive biology, occupational therapy, orthopedics. That means psychiatrist and radiotherapy. Means there are plenty of careers available if you study this subject well. And definitely that you see here few terms like bioinformatics. This is a computational biology. All the genes are decoded, right, over computers, and in bioinformatics scientists use the dry lab, whereas in biotechnology scientists or the students of biology who study biotechnology, they use a wet lab. And many biotechnology products are available in the market today, so there is no dearth as far as careers in biology is concerned. But here, in joining MIT, your first and foremost goal is to crack NEET. If you crack NEET, then definitely those who wish to become doctors, then definitely you can get a seat in government medical college. So we shall endeavor together to just we make sure that you qualify NEET exam and become a doctor. So let us, as I said, that at the end of the session I'll give you assignments. So definitely, so assignment for today, you can see here I have given you few questions for yourself. That assignment 2, what criteria do we use to decide whether something is alive? Means you can write the difference between living and non-living, or you can just write the characteristics of living beings. Means what criteria do we use to decide whether something is alive? What processes would you consider essential for maintaining the life? As I said, that life processes we have discussed. So you can note down this question. What processes would you consider essential for maintaining the life? Question number 3, you can see here that what are the differences between autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. I explained you that autotrophs manufacture their own food, whereas heterotrophs are dependent on plants and animals. So you can note this question, you can write properly in your notebook that what are the difference between autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Now question number 4, define life processes and give 3 examples of it. This again I covered today, what are life processes and give 3 examples of it. Question number 5, define metabolism and mention its types. I defined metabolism and I told you it is of 2 types, anabolism and catabolism. The last question, discuss the scope and careers in biology. This was the last one I covered today. So children, I hope you all are learning well. In case of any doubt, feel free to ask me. Never hesitate to raise questions in class or outside the class if you have any doubt. So feel free to raise your doubt, and I'm always willing to answer your queries. Thank you very much. God bless you and have a nice day.